If everybody would like to find a seat, that would be wonderful. Oh, here we are. It's such a beautiful moment to get to see each other again. Oh, thank you. If everybody just wants to settle in, take a deep breath for a minute, just to land and really arrive. What a blessing to be here.
It is. I'm hoping we all going to turn off the sounds on our cell phones.
Oh, good idea. Please make sure your phones are off. And we'll check this mic right now. We haven't really even done mic checks or anything.
And you've got 40 people that are looking in from California, probably.
Oh, well, the people from California, their phones are okay. I mean, they might not want to have them going off either, so. I just want to thank you all for being here. It's just such a blessing to be here together with all of you. And I want to welcome all of you who are not here in this building, but with us here in spirit. I know there are many of you who are tuning in from other places, and I welcome you here. And let's take a moment to just close our eyes and go within for a minute. Take a couple of deep breaths and allow ourselves to really land in this place. And we give thanks for the blessing of being here together. We give thanks for being able to celebrate the life of such a wonderful person as Michael. And we offer this time to really honor his soul and his life and his presence here on earth for all the years that we got to have him here with us and celebrate with him and sing with him and share our lives with him. Such a great blessing. And I give thanks for each one of you being here today, bringing in for us here in this room the Maui spirit, the spirit of Aloha, the spirit where this land, even that we are standing upon, is the ancient healing land of Aloha, of the breath, of love, of life. And we're gathered here in that energy, the energy of love, the energy of life, the energy of spirit and God present with us and within us all. Thank you, God. You know, I'd like to begin. It sounds loud to me. Is that okay? It's just okay. You know, when Michael and I first met, it was 1977. We were in our 20s. And it occurred to me that next year, being 2027, would make it 50 years. 50. I mean, like, that just sounds so long. Because I guess it is. But, you know, when we met, neither of us were doing what we're doing now. Michael was really, he was an artist, and he was drawing pen and ink drawings, and he had a beautiful line of greeting cards that were called Grace Notes, which is really fitting because they were so beautiful. And And I just graduated with a degree in psychology, and I was leading women's retreats and workshops and things like that. So we were each doing our own thing. But Spirit brought us together. And that's what happened. Because I literally had a vision to move to Mill Valley, and then I met Shockey, who was his roommate, and then Shockey said there was a room in his house, the woman's moving out, and I moved in. And Michael was the roommate. So that's God in action. That's all I can say. Neither one of us planned it, but there you have it. And I had just bought one of his cards. I just bought one of the grace notes when I saw him and saw that that's what he did. I said, oh my God, I just bought one of those for my mother yesterday and sent it to her. So I liked him instantly. And so then we did a bulk mailing together. We were working together the very first day we met. And then we started singing together. And it was that kind of heart-to-heart soul recognition connection that you have when you know there's something special going on. And I had heard of the Course in Miracles, and I hadn't seen it yet, but I knew I wanted to take that course because, who doesn't want to take a course in miracles? It's like that sounded good to me. So anyhow, a couple days later after we met, we went to a friend's house to play music, and there was the Course in Miracles, the books, on their bookcase. So they said I could have it. They weren't into it, and I was delighted. And so how this really started, Chant Wave and Heavensong and everything, it was just such humble beginnings. It was just, I wanted to chant my daily lessons. I just wanted to remember, I am sustained by the love of God. And instead of just saying it all the time, like the Course says, every hour, remember your lesson or whatever, I said, no, I just want to sing it. And Michael had a guitar, so, how handy was that? So that's what we did. We just started singing the lessons. And, excuse me. And then we kept singing more and more and more. And then, of course, he just opened up as a channel for spiritual music to come through. It really opened the door. And that music just started coming through. So in the beginning, we were calling it miracle singing. And people in Marin were coming to the miracle singing experience, and that's what we were doing. And it eventually became Heavensong. And I'm telling this story because so many people ask, and a lot of people just really don't know. We all know we love his music. We all know how incredible he is. But how that next chapter happened, how we even happened to be in this church, was I was reading the text in A Course in Miracles, and I came to a line that really resonated with me. And the line is, what is heaven but a song of gratitude and love and praise by everything created to the source of its creation? I'm going to say it again. What is heaven but a song of gratitude and love and praise by everything created to the source of its creation? Heavensong. I said, Heavensong. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're Heavensong. And we incorporated as a church. I just get directions. That's all I do. I just follow instructions. And that was the guidance, as we'd say. It's just like create a church, and the church is Heavensong. And we did. And in those days, it was kind of hard to create a church. 1977, 1978, we had to go through a lot, but they realized we were serious, and we knew what we were doing in terms of following directions, I guess you could say. So we did that. And in fact, I wanted to, I'm so sorry I didn't get to print all the programs and everything that I wanted to do, but I found all these little things. Maybe someday I could print them all for you, but there was like, Michael, you know, he did his little pen and ink, his drawings, and he made like a little logo, and then Thomas Wolfe painted it as a sign that, you know, had the dove and the Heavensong on it. And we made this little card. I really would still like to print these up for you and give them to you. I know who all of you are. Of course, I don't know everybody watching, but... Huh? Yeah, sign up with an email, because I found this. This is so weird. Like, I just found these things in a box like the week before Michael left his body. Just, I mean, so random, in quotes, right? So look, this is this little thing. I want to print this out for you. But this just shows kind of like the little humble beginnings where we started with, because we didn't even have computers. We didn't have our Macs. There was no computer. I typed this on our IBM Selectric typewriter, which was the best kind, because it, you know, it had that little ball, you could change the fonts and everything. So, I know that's not really about Michael, but this part is. So I typed up this little card, and then he drew his little pen and ink drawing all around it, and we sent these out to people at some point. And it says, thank you, and I'm saying this to all of you now, but this is what we wrote many years ago. Thank you for your loving presence in our lives. May the peace of the Spirit be with you, and the song of heaven embrace you, as the light of love shines through you now and forevermore. With love and blessings, Maloah and Maitreya. And he was Maitreya then. And that name was given to him by Swami Satchidananda, who we both shared as a teacher before we ever met. And when he asked him what that name meant, because for many of us, we know that the name Maitreya is the name of a future Buddha. That is one of the meanings of Maitreya. But when he asked Satchidananda why he was giving him that name, he said, it means a friend of everyone. Perfect. So I do want us to sing. And I want to invite up Kedar. I can't see where anybody is. Oh, there, right there. Come on up. So, you know what? This gathering is really spontaneous and in the moment. And, you know, when Michael and I did celebrations, we just showed up, right? There was nothing to prepare. And so I'm really so grateful that we have so many people here. And of course, all of us, we all know the songs. But we've got Kedar and we've got Shams. And Kedar, well, do you want to say something about the songs? Would you like to say something, or do you want to just start off with a song?
Do you want us to come up there? Or do you want
Sure, whatever you want. This is us. For those of you who are watching, this is just like Maui style. We're just in the heart and in the moment.
bringing us together? I look out at this beautiful in this chapel and see so many faces from the old Maui family. And I just so appreciate Michael Stillwater. I was a Krishna devotee, growing up as a Krishna devotee, and I chanted beautiful bhajans and kirtans. And I had no idea that there was such a thing as heart chants English chants. And I would say it was 40 years ago that I first met Michael, being a newbie to California and to Marin County, not knowing anything about anything, Harbin Hot Springs, learning to be naked and in the hot tub, and sing these songs. And so he became my heart song guru. And I can truly say to this day, having the Temple of Peace for the last 21 years, there's not a week that goes by that I do not sing a Michael Stillwater song. Because he truly is my heart song guru. And I pledge here today that I forever, until the day I die, sing these songs. Because, I mean, what a gift, Michael Stillwater. We joined the dots. It all makes sense when Michael showed up. And he was truly a man of universal love. I would say the friend of all, Maitreya. Absolutely. Let me return to the source of my life. Bring back the meaning within. I know I'm not different from everyone else. So let our song now begin. As I'm singing this next part, kind of look around at the different people that are sitting beside you and just kind of glance at them and sing this. For you are an angel of everyday life, walking alongside my way. I have been blessed by your radiant sight, blessed to have come to this day. Deep is the ocean that moves through us all. Strong is the current and wide. I can be happy the rest of my life, choosing to have peace inside. For you are an angel of everyday life, walking alongside my way. I have been blessed by your radiant sight, blessed to have come to this day. All together, one more time. For you are an angel of everyday life, walking alongside my way. I have been blessed by your radiant sight, blessed to have come to this day. You are an angel of everyday life, walking alongside my way. I have been blessed by your radiant sight, blessed to have come, blessed to have come, blessed to have come to this day. Michael.
I want to invite our Reverend Bodie B. to come up.
Oh, yeah, I know you. It's good for us to come together for any reason at this time in the world, and the storms and the storms everywhere. It's good for us to come together. Boy, it's easy to see Michael out here. That's one of the things, right? It's planting seeds and watching them flower. And I think Kadar kind of alluded to it, that his planted so many flowers, him and Maloah, and how many seeds sprouted up and that are now flowering all over the world and will continue to flower all over the world. Wow. Wow. So it didn't really matter to me what the rest of his life was like, because what he brought, what he continues to bring, right, Mike? So I met many of you in the early 1980s at Heavensong. I remember coming to the church up at the top of Wailuku, and our kids who are approaching 50 now were all little kids. And then I kind of, Leila and I both were really drawn into this Michael and Maloah and the energy they carried and the energy they shared, and who the people were that were drawn to some of my closest friends to this day, almost 50 years later. Powerful. Powerful. And then Michael and Maloah were the ministers at our wedding so long ago. And 50 years is a long time, but what I hear is everybody lives the same amount of time, the blink of an eye. So I want to share with you my understanding and my experience and my insight about what there is for us that we can do here today. Because really, for me, it's ceremony. And ceremony is, you kind of prepare yourself before you step into the medicine lodge. And that's kind of what we're tuning to while we're here. And tuning to what the prayer is. And for me, the celebration of life part is actually one part of the ceremony that we're here for. And what's unique about this ceremony is or even as an event, it's really the only one we come to where we have more of an awareness that death is present. Because if we only came here as a celebration of life, in my view, we'd be doing a disservice to us as a people, because what brought us here is that he died. That's true, whatever you call it. And I call it a number of things, but certainly he died, left his body, whatever, changed his address. There's hundreds of those, actually. I made a list of them. I researched it. Bought the farm. That's good. And So that's more present in terms of what is present here. In my view, death is always present in the community, but people have more of an awareness at a ceremony like this, right? And that's powerful. So also in my understanding, and having stood up here in front of many of these now, and I'm fortunate and I feel really blessed that I get asked to lead this ceremony, is that I discovered there's really three main reasons why these are important for us to come together. And number one, Michael. That we bring Michael here, and we invite him here, and we feel him here. Right? So if you had a big whiteboard in front of you, and in front of your mind, heart's eye, if you had a big white screen, and you went up to the white screen and you drew a black circle, just a circle, nothing inside, it's still totally white on the inside of the circle, and you just focus now on that circle. Just see that circle. And now see a dot in the middle of that circle, and just see the dot inside of a circle. And just breathe. Let your belly draw in the breath. And now see that dot get bigger and turn into Michael Stillwater. So now he fills that circle. And see how you feel when you see Michael Stillwater in the middle of that circle. And of course, you know, he probably looks like something like that,
It looks like that.
right? Maybe he's shining even a little more. Maybe he's feeling so grateful that we're here feeling him. So now, I don't think Michael needs help from us, but I don't rule it out. And oftentimes, I'm in front of a ceremony where it's obvious to everybody this person probably needs some help from us, right? I won't get more into that. I could tell you why they might need help from us. Why Michael possibly could need help from us is because of the greatest gift he gave us. Not the greatest, sorry, the last gift that he gave us. You know what the last gift that he gave us? It's called sudden death. Because sudden death happens to something happens to us. It happens to us for any death, really. You get the phone call. But I'll come back to that because that's one of the pieces. Right? So, I don't know whether he needs our help. We want to give him all the help anyway. If there's anything out there, we just want to see him just blast. And also, if we really want to have a real and true relationship with our ancestors, he's kind of the bridge right now because he's starting to talk to those people. Which is why we want to keep talking to him and telling stories about him and loving him and feeling him here and feeling the flowers and the seeds that he's planted and are flourishing. And that's how we keep the whole thing going, so we do stay connected to the people who have gone. Because a lot of people feel that they need us and we need them. So that's the first reason why we're here. The second reason is sometimes the close family is here. Not that we're not close family. I mean, if Michael had kids, or Michael had a sister and a brother, or Michael had parents, and they were all sitting here, no matter what experience we all were having, and maybe we were all having a fairly similar experience, they were having a different experience, right? The kids, the siblings, the parents, they were having a different experience than we were having. So we're here for them, if they were here, because they want to hear about who this person was to us. And we probably have no idea what he was to his family and siblings and kids and family, right? My kids mostly know me in a different way than you know me, which is not fully by any means, but certainly they know me, but not like you know me. But then you don't live with me, so you don't know. I'm not your parent, for example. So that's the other piece of why these ceremonies are important, to have the family feel our love and our stories about who this person meant to us and why we would take the time of our lives to come out and do this. Because he meant something to us, still. And the third reason, if I could call it a reason for us to come here, is for us. And it's a big piece, really, because when you get a phone call that somebody close to you that you love and care about just died, or in fact just got a terminal diagnosis, something happens to pretty much every one of us, and it's almost the exact same thing. Because now I've been all over the country and I talk to hundreds and hundreds of people. And I'll just step back a little bit, because sudden death, in a way, was a shock to us, as it probably was to Michael. But when I ask hundreds and hundreds of people, what's your perfect way of dying? 95 of them say, in my sleep, or suddenly. Right? We're not really thinking about the other side of it when your friends find out, well, you died. We didn't know anything was going on. But that's what sudden death, and that's the gift that he gave us, because it added to the phone call you got and what happens to you and what happened to you. And what will probably happen to you the next time is you stop. You stop, and everything else, all the crap just falls away. Somehow, magically, it's gone. You stop and you step right into present moment awareness, and you feel the fragility and the preciousness and the rawness of it all, which is, as you know, is true, especially today out there, right? And maybe you think about what's most important. What's most important? What's most important? So if you go right back to that place right now where you picked up the phone or you saw the email, can you do that? Can you feel what that felt like and what happened to you in that moment? And then you look around and we're all in that moment together. Wherever we were all in that moment whenever we got the news. And if you look around, you go, yeah. And that's very powerful. In fact, when all that stuff gets out of the way and you tune to the fragility and the rawness and the preciousness, and you tune to what's most important, I call that a powerful spiritual experience. That's what we're all practicing, to live in that space of the miracle that we get to live. And it's coming right up. It's coming right up. Coming right up. It's coming. And that really is, it's just, to me, this is such a powerful and potent place to step into that place where it's the miracle. And we have each other, and we have so much. And there are people out there who are doing stuff on our behalf while we're here doing our Maui life. And we're grateful for that. And we're grateful for all the people that came before us that helped it make it so beautiful for us, and on and on and on. And we don't, and you know what I'm talking about, to live in the place we know we want to live in more of the time. Because everybody here is we already touched those places and want to live in that place. And death seems to draw us right into it. And that's good.
Thank you, Bodhi. Thank you. Thank you. It's so true, Bodhi. You speak such truth. And I thank you.
I open my heart to love. 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 I open my mind to peace. I open my mind to peace. Mind to peace. I open my 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 mind to peace. Soul to joy. I open my 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 heart to love. I open my heart to love. I open my heart to love. I open my
only wrote all these songs, I mean, these are all from the Heavensong songbook, and he wrote 2 different songbooks. But he had that intuitive gift of just making up songs in the moment, all the time. I mean, he could just bring in a song. And, he started doing it in person for people. He started calling them song healings, because we would be doing retreats and workshops and somebody would have something going on. And Michael would just create a song for them. Just a song just came through just for them, just for whatever was going on. And it was always perfect. It was always right. It's like he just had this gift of being able to be an open channel to the music, the words, the message. He was just a messenger of God. That's really what he was. And it just poured through him. He was just like, you just turn on the faucet and there it is. It's like, there was never any moment when he was not fully capable of just bringing in a song. I mean, there's no writer's block. It wasn't a mental activity at all. It just came through. And all these songs came through like that. I mean, we would go into the recording studio, and then we'll get to our song, but we did, we were together for 13 years, and we were together 24/7 for those 13 years. It's not just like some people go to work. No, we work together, and then we do this, and then we do that, and we go into the studio, and we recorded 13 albums in 13 years. We went into the studio every year, sometimes more than once a year, and recorded, and that's why all these songs are, I mean, they could only go on little cassettes at that time. We were in the studios with those great big reel-to-reels, and then, we'd take them to the tape manufacturing place, and they'd go onto cassettes. And, we'd have fun. We'd do the liner notes and the pictures and all that kind of stuff. But the music, even when we'd be in the studio, stuff would just come through. And some of you, a lot of people in here, in fact, stand up if you're singing on one of our cassettes, because I know there's people here. I know you were, albums. Yeah, they were albums then. Because, we had the Heavensong choir here, but we did some of the recordings here on Maui and a couple of the recording studios here. And so these are the songs that, these were like the 70s and the 80s, and mostly the 80s, that whole chapter, because we moved to Maui 1980, and we were here through the whole 80s, and then ended in 1991. So, before that we were in Marin, so we were kind of like Marin to Maui. And one other thing I want to just say about why we're in this church. I hope you guys don't mind just standing for a minute. But I'm looking over here. You see the middle panel that has Jesus holding the little baby lamb? And Michael and I were over here one time. We were still living in Mill Valley. We were living up on Mount Tam. And we came over here for a trip because we'd already been to Maui. I mean, we'd already done celebrations here. And then we were coming over here again. And it was our anniversary. And we were driving around. And we came upon this church, and it's so beautiful. And with his pen and inks, he used to draw like castles and stuff that looked like this church. And the man was playing the organ. So I said, let's go in. So we came in here, and it was actually our anniversary, and we came in here and we renewed our vows. It was so sweet. And while we were in here, just meditating, the guy with the organ went away, and then it was just the two of us in here meditating. And then I had this experience where that stained glass with Jesus there, it was like a ray of light came through that window with Jesus in it, and I heard, "Build my church on Maui." And it was just like that. And of course I told Michael that. And then later on, as we were kind of traveling around, he thought, oh, well, I think we need to live on Oahu. Like, no. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with this guy over here. I clearly heard Maui. And then we ended up having services in this very church, which just, you know, and then here we are now. I mean, it's like, I gotta say, I never anticipated this. I never, with all the visions I've ever had, I never thought that I would be here and he would be, you know, in a picture, even though he is here with us. I just will say that, he is here. But it's like full circle. And that's why I really, when he passed, when he left his body, we still connect. I mean, we never stopped connecting with each other, even though he lived in Switzerland and we were in different time zones for sure. We still always stayed in touch, and we saw each other in Marin and things like that. But I knew we needed to meet here. We needed to all gather here in this church where that message came through and where Maui was home base for us for all those years. And no matter where we went and where we traveled to, we always knew we were coming home to Maui and to our Maui family, which is very real, which is you. And some of you too.
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
So I knew them, we send up the, sorry, I was moved up in 2019, before 1980. They don't free on the recording.
We have a big gap for the people that are known to do this.
Okay, you can come up here. Do you still go by Susan Douglas? Yeah. Okay, this is Susan Douglas from Marin, from the 70s.
I like how you said, are you still, Susan?
Well, people change their names all the time.
Well, that's true. I used to be Wicca in Marin.
That's
Yeah.
right.
At any rate, I knew them. I was in Heavensong in Marin, and then, that's okay. Anyway, I wanted to move to Maui in 1980 because everybody was, but I didn't know that they were. And so I came over here, and it was so dead. There was nothing happening. I was so bored and missed everybody from Marin. So I moved back to Marin for 3 years, and in 1983, God said, you're moving to Maui. And by that time, I had learned to listen to God's voice and knew which one it was. But anyway, I didn't want to come, but I knew better, so I came. And at that time, they had been here, I didn't realize for 3 years, I thought it was only 1 year, but they had pulled 1,000 people on Maui out of the jungles, people that never saw each other. And we gathered at Eo Valley Church every Sunday morning, hundreds of us, and it was so beautiful. And I miss it.
I know.
And this makes me miss it, and it makes me feel like, God, we should do it again.
Well, we are.
Okay. I mean, regularly. Anyway,
We'll do more. Thank you, darling.
All right, but on that side.
Yes, yes.
Yes, thank you, Susan.
Marin Maui connection.
There is a friend inside of you and me, a friend who lives forever, who just lets us be. There is no end to the love he gets to see, for he is in the kingdom of ecstasy. There is a friend inside of you. There is a are free. There is a friend inside of you and me, a friend who lives forever, who just lets us be. There is no end to the love we get to see, for he is in the kingdom of ecstasy. There is a friend inside of you. There is a friend inside of me. There is a friend. It's really true. There is a friend who sets us free. Sets us free.
Gretchen, do you want to come up, and then after you have Ari come up? Because since Susan just was up here, I was thinking there's a couple of, careful. I wanted Gretchen to be able, yeah, you can go up this way, to say a few words, because she's another dear, dear friend from forever. This is Gretchen.
Aloha. So my husband Jason and I were in California. My grandmother had had a stroke, and we were there with family in Southern California, and we heard Michael's music. So Jason got on the phone, and he called Michael and Maloah and said, you know, we're coming up to San Francisco, and we would like to meet you. Could we connect with you and have a meeting and get to meet you? I really am inspired by your music. So they said, yeah. So we met at the Good Earth restaurant, and we had a meal, and we had such a good time together. They invited us to come stay at their house. So Claudia and John were their roommates, and they were open to it. So we came, and we had a lovely evening and spent the night. And then every time we would come up to Northern California after that, we would stay with them. And I would come from Maui and come to stay with them. And I would bring Maui, you know, the stuff we used to smoke 50 years ago. And I would bring Hawaiian music, and I would say, you guys would love Maui. You should come to Maui. You really need to come to Maui. And I just really kept really, you know, please come to Maui.
Yes, and we did.
And they did. And then we had the most wonderful 10 years of Heavensong, and Michael and Maloah coming to the first 7 spring renewals at KNI. And they...
I would just want to say, I forgot to say when I was introducing her, that Gretchen is responsible for putting together all those camps, all the Sufi camps.
with Jason.
With Jason, who's also here.
And
Okay,
Charlie.
I have to just say that, because,
Okay.
you know, that has to be said.
Well, most of these people came to those camps who know that. But it was a really wonderful chapter of our lives. And the songs that Michael sang when we were 30-something, that we would look into each other's eyes and see God there, it was a revelation. And it really opened our hearts in a most beautiful way. And then, you know, the Sufi practices on top of that, which also opened the heart, and Yaksan and Leila and Bodhi, you know, we had such a great crew. Todd Swan and Bob Schmidt, you know, it was a really great group of people that came together to be a group of people that would pray for the planet, for the environment, for peace. And we did it year after year, and twice a year then. It was one of the richest things that I've done in my life, and I'm so glad I shared it with so many of these faces I see now.
Yes.
Thank you. And Malik was one of our teachers in those early camps too.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ari, you have a poem?
All right. Thank you, darling. now we will hear from our resident Maui poet, the wonderful Airy Waters. And if you're lucky enough to have a birthday when she's around, she'll write you something just for you. So this is for Michael.
Oh, Michael. I just think of Michael and my heart expands and laughter is like barely contained, and just the joy that it has been for all of us to be impacted by Maitreya and Maloah, and coming to Maui and turning it around in so many ways. And so this is just a prayer of honor to Michael. An earth life lived fully, a grand celebration. Ancient atoms reform, changing configurations. A creative lifetime that swept you along. Harmonies resounding, a pure heaven song. You lived and shared all of your many talents. In the Sufi camp shower with the muse, you held dalliance, creating great harmonies in 4 perfect parts. You brought musical expression to the song in our hearts. With humor unbounded, we created skits, in the wake of which followed a pure laughter blitz. Guru Haagen-Dazs caused a complete meltdown. With a grace umbrella, in laughter, we drowned. Guided to Maui, doors opened, you entered. Maitreya and Maloah, with your ministry, heart-centered. A course in miracles you put to song, thus to enter the heart where these teachings grow strong. In this energy field of pure potential, your music accompanied by what is essential, the heart of love that never stops giving, the love that is you, Michael, ever living.
I will tell you one thing that my sister, who I just talked to in California, she had a memory about when he was Maitreya, and it was when he was Maitreya was in the beginning, and I think it was 79, and this is our sister Maggie, and she was applying for a job at a health food store in Santa Rosa. And the woman there, Eve, wanted like a recommendation, like, can you get somebody to, verify who you are and all that kind of stuff. And Maggie looked over, and there was the rack of grace notes, Maitreya's cards. And he had them in one of those circular racks, that they have in the stores. And Maggie looked at that, and she goes, oh, well, I know the artist. I know Maitreya. And she goes, oh, that'd be a wonderful reference. Okay. So we all go to our parents' house for some kind of family gathering. And Maitreya, we're all in the kitchen. And Maggie tells him that, this lady Eve knows him and thought that he'd be a good reference. So he says, oh, okay, I'll call her right now. So we're in my parents' kitchen. He picks up the phone, and he calls this woman, Eve, and she's really glad to hear from him. And so he says, yeah, well, I know Maggie, and Maggie's great. And he said, in fact, she's so wonderful, I married her sister. And we're like, oh my God. that was not the recommendation she was thinking about. But she did get the job. So Michael, he was so funny. You know, you never knew what he was going to say. And when Ari was just talking in her poem about Guru Haagen-Dazs, you know, that was one of the things that he did. He had this whole white turban that he wore and this kaftan thing, and he was Guru Haagen-Dazs, and he was hilarious. And sometimes he would come out when there was like an audience, and one time this person said, "Well, is it true that you're chaste?" And he goes, "Oh yes, I'm chaste all over the world." Anyway, he is just full of surprises. Wendy, this is my sister Wendy, so she's going to say a little word. And Wendy also lives here on Maui and plays guitar and ukulele and sings and writes songs.
I didn't prepare anything, but when you mentioned Guru Haagen-Dazs, one of my favorite memories of Michael was he would come to the Health and Harmony Fair in Sonoma County, and they got together when this is my oldest son, when he was born. We were in Jamaica, so I missed that whole early getting together, but I love that when he would go to the Health and Harmony Fair, and my children would all sit at the foot of the stage and watch their uncle, and he was hysterical. And he had this little Muppet called Oli Inspiration, and they loved Oli Inspiration. And he was a remarkable human being. And one of the things that he told me, I was a very strict vegetarian, and he told me at one point, he said, "Well, you know, Wendy, if someone offered me a hamburger that they had made with pure love, I would eat it." And I thought, ooh, you know, that didn't sit well with me. But he was just so full of love that was one of the, that stuck with me. And that was like probably 45 years ago he said that. He was an amazing, and doesn't he look like he's looking right at you? Yeah. He is. Good photo. So thank you.
Are we going to do one that we can sing in parts?
Yes,
How about the one?
I am this country.
Oh, okay. Layla, will you come help me lead this one? I hope so. Yes, please. So we're going to do the enlightenment. Suzette has yeah, for you. I will be here. So, I'm going to do the enlightenment. Okay.
Yep. So, half of you, right down the middle, right here. You'll be with Leila.
I always do the other side.
Okay, whatever you want.
Both sides.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know why. You don't need
Okay. Oops.
Oh, you're unplugged. They call concerts unplugged.
Did you do it?
Oh.
Thank you. It's two-part. It's actually three parts,
Yeah, there's 3 parts.
and I love the third part. It's really great.
Yeah.
But everybody sings the first and second part. We'll start off with everybody singing it through one time, and then you'll divide up. Okay. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Course in Miracles.
I know.
I went to that booth the other day. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah,
that's where it is.
that's where it is. That's where it is.
Three people said it at once. That's a sign.
Let's take it as a sign.
Okay, Michael, we'll do that one. And actually, so what we're talking about is I am sustained by the love of God. Do we need you guys, or we're just going to sing it a cappella? We're just going to sing it? We can.
Isn't that what we, well, Michael's playing guitar. Either way.
Well, this was one of the very first songs we ever sang because it was one of the lessons in the Course in Miracles, why I wanted us to start singing. Okay. I am sustained by the love of God.
By the love of God, I am sustained by the love of God. By the love of God, I am sustained by the love of God. By the love of God, I am sustained by the love of God. By the love of God, wherever I go, whoever I am, whoever I think I am, wherever I go, whatever I do, whatever I think I am sustained by the love of God. By the love of God, I am sustained by the love of God. By the love of God, I am sustained by the love of God. By the love of God, I am sustained by the love of God. By the love of God.
And take a moment and just breathe that in. Breathe in that recognition that we are all sustained by the love of God. It's the life that lives through us, as us, in us. And it's the light we all share, the light we all are, the love of God. We are sustained by the love of God. And so it is. I want to read a passage. I want to read a passage from A Course in Miracles. And I want to dedicate it to Michael. But this is for all of us. But to Michael now. And now, in all your doings, be you blessed. God turns to you for help to save the world. Teacher of God, his thanks he offers you, and all the world stands silent in the grace you bring from him. You are the son he loves, and it has given you the means through which his voice is heard around the world. Amen.
Aloha, Ohana. I just wanted to share because I was inspired earlier what Maloah was talking about, how Michael would just channel songs. And where was I when I heard the news about Michael's sudden death? And I tuned into the Zoom that was broadcast from Switzerland. And I know Kadar and Shelley were in bed crying, and you were on it too. And we all know, we're all singing these oldies and goodies, but his ministry went on, and his life went on to Switzerland, which I didn't know about. And I was inspired how he had this ministry of these people in Switzerland who it seemed were, let's just say, more repressed than the Maui family and all the love that we have here. They're Swiss. And he gave them the miracle of channeling their song and their creativity and their inspiring music. And everyone on this Zoom wanted to share a song that they had written and that came through them in this kind of way. And so when you're talking about how he brought it to the world, that's what I got, which I didn't know that happened when he passed away on the Zoom. I saw all these people. I know Victoria channels the music, and more people on this planet have come to Maui, have been to Sufi camp, can look into each other's eyes, experience the love in the heart song now as a result of Michael. That's what I wanted to share.
Okay, so I want to invite Victoria to come and share the song that she wrote after studying with Michael.
So different generations. So she's like, oh, you guys got all that time together with him, and she got the latter part of his life in a big way.
Yeah. I've been on Maui for almost a decade, and one of my first things I did upon arriving on Maui was go to the Temple of Peace. And so it turns out I've been singing Michael Stillwater's songs every Sunday without knowing it, and I just found out this morning. And a few months ago when I was back on Maui, I was talking to Maloah, because she was at Zikr. We were at Zikr, and she mentioned that Michael and Maloah married Bodhi and Layla, and I had no idea. And it was just this crazy full circle moment when Kadar was telling me this morning about how Michael was his heart song guru, because I didn't ever channel songs until I put my feet in the Iao River and I heard songs and they poured out of me, and I wrote 7 songs that first day. And I've been channeling songs ever since, and I never really knew how to make sense of what I was doing until I met Michael. And Michael has written a book that, if you don't know about it, his book is called Into the River of Song. And it was like the guidebook that was written for so many of us. And the thing that you might not know the chapter that Michael was in when he passed, but Michael has been my mentor, and I've been working with him weekly or monthly for the last over 2 years since we met. And the book, Into the River of Song, teaches the two primary things that he was doing to pass on his legacy. One of them is called song sourcing, which is what Maloah was talking about, how he could just write a song at any moment. And he actually codified how every single one of us has that capacity and can do it. And so I want to encourage you to read the book and to read about that. And more specifically about what Maloah was saying about his ability to channel a song for a person. That was, to me, the biggest gift that he empowered me with, was him taking my ability to channel songs and directing me to give it as a gift for the person in front of me to really see them the way that he saw me. And I had the most miraculous experience being called to Egypt to be a song priestess on a 10-day goddess initiation trip down the Nile River for the 1111 portal this past. Yes, and so Michael, I was working with Michael at the time, and he inspired me that my parting gift to every woman on the trip would be to channel a song for each one of them. And it's called a song portrait. And so I sat down with each woman and asked, like, what is your integration? What are you taking from this beautiful pilgrimage we've been on? And the very last one I did ended up being for me as well as for the woman I was channeling. And the words that she said is like, oh, I have goosebumps. We were initiated in the Queen's Temple at Abu Simbel at sunrise on 11/11, and we were in this pitch black temple until they turned on the lights. And she said, this morning showed me that we are the hope in the darkness. And so I channeled this beautiful song for her, and I didn't really know what to do with it. And then the world got a lot darker in the last couple of months. And I started working with Michael weekly, and he said to me, you know, you can make this into a 4-part layer song, and you can record this. Let's finish it. Let's do it. And so I flew back to California from Hawaii to record this song. And I had a lesson with Michael, and we figured out exactly how the whole song was going to go. We pieced it together, and then I went in the studio and recorded it. And the day that I got it back was the day he died. And so I released this song 2 weeks later. And so it's out, you can listen to it wherever. But the thing that was so inspiring to me was that Michael didn't just believe in the song, he believed that I could actually lead all 4 parts of it at the same time. And I was like, you're fucking crazy. But you're just done it. I've done it with other songs. So I was like, maybe can do this. So last week at Singing Alive, I invoked an honoring ceremony for Michael on Big Island, and ended up actually having 75 people gathered around the fire singing this song in his honor. And so I want to share it with all of you, and I actually want to attempt the 4-part thing, because that was Michael's push, was like, sing this song and sing it this way. And I don't know if I can do this without sobbing. I'm really surprised I'm not crying right now. I've been in just the most crazy grief imaginable, because even though I only knew him for 2 years, he has impacted my life more than almost anyone I've met. And to hear and to realize all the ways I'm connected to him for so long is just, really incredible. Okay, I guess I can't tune. All right. So I'm going to invite Kedar up here. Kedar was sharing this morning with me about the connection with Michael and the Temple of Peace, and it's just such a blessing to have had that home for me, and to have had Layla as my teacher for the last half a decade. And so, yeah, to just be able to see all the ways that we've been interwoven with Michael, and how you guys really are. To me, I see you as the hope in the darkness. Is there something wrong, Bruce? You want Kedar to plug in? All right, I'm worried we're going to get feedback, but we'll see. darkness, let there be hope. Hope is here. Hope is now. Will you sing that with me? Hope is here. Hope is now. Sing it again. Hope is here. Hope is now. Keep that going. Let there be, let there be, let there be hope. Let there be, let there be, let there be hope. Let there be, let there be, let there be hope in the dark, in the dark. Let there be, let there be, let there be hope. Let there be, let there be, let there be hope. Let there be, let there be, let there be hope in the dark. You guys sing that with me. Let there be, let there be, let there be hope. Let there be, let there be, let there be hope. Let there be, let there be, let there be hope in the dark, in the dark. Hope is here. Hope is now. Yeah, let there be louder. Now listen. I will be the hope I seek. I will be the hope. I will be the hope I seek. I will be the hope. Sing that. I will be the hope I seek. I will be the hope. I will be the hope I seek. I will be the hope. We will be the hope we seek. We will be the hope. We will be the hope we seek. We will be. Hope is here. Hope is here. Hope is now. Hope is here. Hope is now. Let there be hope in the darkness. Let there be hope in the dark. Let there be hope in the darkness. Let there be hope. Let's end on we will be the hope. We will be the hope we seek. We will be the hope. Look around. We will be the hope we seek. We will be. Sing it to somebody else. You will be the hope we seek. You will be the hope. You will be the hope we seek. We will be. Hope is here. Hope is here. Hope is now. Hope is
This is what I'm talking about. When the next generation hears these heart songs, doesn't know they're even hearing these heart songs, and then discovers the Maha Guru of these songs and starts singing these songs and doing this, my heart is so wide open, and I'm so incredibly grateful to you for that. Thank you. I just wanted to just do this one little ditty that I actually sang to. That I sang to Victoria this morning when she told me this whole story. And I was sitting up there, just sitting around. And Michael talked to me. And he said, sing this song to her. So I'm singing this song to you, but I'm singing this song to all of you as well. And this is the song. I love you, my friend, with a love that really has no end. Maybe simple, but it's true. I'm never apart from you. We love you, Michael. I love you, my friend, with a love that really has no end. Maybe simple, but it's true. I'm never apart from you. Join me. I love you, my friend, with a love that really has no end. Maybe simple, but it's true. I'm never apart from you. I love you, my friend, with a love that really has no end. Maybe simple, but it's true. I'm never apart from you. So when I heard that, I'm like, yeah, Michael. Yeah, I was sitting there. We were just talking about what she was saying, and I get this voice. I'm looking down at this, and he said, "Kadar, sing her this song."
Do you know what?
What?
That's the song Michael sang to me at our wedding.
Oh my God! Okay, all right.
Just say it.
Okay. 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 Oh, thank you for telling me that. So, Michael is singing this to Maloah. We're all going to channel this to Maloah one more time. For you, Maloah. I love you, my friend, with a love that really has no end. Maybe simple, but it's true. I'm never apart from you. Michael's singing to Maloah at their wedding. Oh my goodness. He's singing, I love you, my friend, with a love that really has no end. may be simple, but it's true. I'm never apart from you. We got to do that one more time. One more time. For all of us, that Michael he's just telling us. And he's telling us, you keep going, guys. This is it. We got to keep doing this. One more time. Here we go. I love you, my friend, with a love that really has no end. Maybe simple, but it's true. I'm never apart from you. I'm never apart from you. Oh my goodness, see how it's all connected? Just like, of all the songs to pick out, of all the songs that we know, that's the song. Ah, thank you, Michael. See? Surprise, surprise. That's right. We're going to do one more, and I'm looking. Oh, you want to do one by one? One by one, every comes to remember we're healing the world one heart at a time. There you go. One by one, everyone comes to remember we're healing the world one heart at a time.
say Michael's last words that he said to all of us the day before he died. This was his message. May we know we are loved and always return to kindness for ourselves and for each other. Last words. May we know we are loved and always return to kindness for ourselves and for each other. He wrote that on Valentine's Day, and those were the last words that were ever printed that he wrote, and then that night, gone. So may we know we're loved and always return to kindness for ourselves and for each other. Amen. And thank you, Michael. Okay, and he has one more song, but I wanted to just say those words because they're so beautiful. That was his last message to us, to know we're loved and to remember kindness for ourselves and for each other. Here we are.
We're in a miracle. This is We Are One in Harmony, sitting in celebration. Well, you know, we've been waiting a long time just to remember this song. We've been waiting so long, and we're opening now to the love we've all come from. And we are one with the light that shines in the hearts of all that is. And when love opens up my heart, then I can surely give. Oh, when we are one in harmony, singing in celebration. We are one in harmony, singing in love. We are one, we are one, singing in celebration. We are one, singing in love. We are one, singing in celebration. We are one, singing in love. Well, you know, we've been waiting a long time just to remember this song. We've been waiting so long, and we're opening now to the love we've all come from. And we are one with the light that shines in the hearts of all that is. And when love opens up my heart, then I can surely give. Oh, when we are one in harmony, singing in celebration. We are one in harmony, singing in love. We are one, singing in celebration. We are one, singing in love. We are one, singing in celebration. We are one, singing in love. One more time. Well, you know, Big love, big love. We are one. Sing it in
Well, let's have 3 yafatas for Michael. It's from the heart. It's sharing the love from the heart. And the words, for those who don't know it, is yafata. 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 Yay. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Oh, that's okay. I mean, he was just, yeah, I think I do. But he was just saying if you want to have your emails go on, there's a list in the back.
It
If you want to
says
put
you're
your.
signing up to cook at the church, but that's
No,
not
that's
true.
not true. Oh, there's one in every crowd. Thank you all so much for coming and being here. And we just love you and bless you and love Michael and bless Michael and spreads far and wide.